So we start off with the scent box. You can use flags. You can use really anything to create a box. It's called a scent box. Just make a square. You want to see the square, and it lets you know that your dog is in it. So you can visually see where you put your box down at. It's called a scent box. I stayed out of here. I haven't really been in it. There's a square. Now, I got this deer hide off Amazon. I think it's called dog bone or whatever, but if you have deer hides or blood at home, you can use that. It don't really matter, or a dog for that matter. So you want to drag this around in there like that. You want to sprinkle some blood. You want to pretty much get it all in the box. This is leaving a deer scent all the way through it. Now you want to touch everything in the box, every piece of grass. We're gonna walk around and we're just gonna drag it around the grass. Get going. And that pretty much leaves that deer scent all the way in there. Now, I don't know what works for your dog or what your dog loves or likes, but I'm pretty sure this specific dog I'm using today that has never tracked before, these soft puppy bites they're called Wellness, are his favorite. So I'm going to use these little treats and I'm going to break them up a little bit. And I'm just going to throw them in here around their treats. This gets the dog familiar with deer and food, his favorite food. And then when he starts tracking, he will put two and two together. A deer tracking equals reward. You get a reward for tracking the deer. You just throw them in there all the way around, and that's going to force him to use his nose because they're buried up in the grass. He has to use his nose to find these treats that I've thrown all the way around in here. I don't know how many I put in there. I guess as many as you think you want to put in there to use. For Copper, I use hot dogs. He's a hot dog lover, and that's what worked for him. Sit. All right, this is Dexter. He's an 8-year-old German Shepherd. I've never done tracking with him. He's always just been a family dog. Take him out and play sometimes. But I'm going to try to give him a shot on this, and I guess we'll see how this one works out. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but we're gonna find out. There we go. He's forcing to use his nose right now. You see that he's working for it. He's smelling around. He's finding treats. Oh, he's back in the box. Nothing in there, back in the box. Nothing out there. Still using his nose. Smelling around. Back in the box. And you just let him do this however long you think you want to. Him, I think since he's older, I'll probably do it for every day for maybe a week. It only takes about 10 minutes tops to do, to set up and just get him familiar with that deer scent. And I'll probably do this one for a week, because I think that's what's going to take with him. I think he has a good nose on him though. And then we'll try again here in a couple days, or about a week, when I move on to the next step, and I'll show you how we start the next step.